Well, a choppy week ends in an eventful quarter.
You are busy with your job, family, and the things that make you happy. Hi, my name is Eric Hagan. Take just a few minutes with me each week as I give you an overview of the economy, markets, and the things that can have a real impact on your life savings. Subscribe now and spend more time on the things most important to you.
Well, after sizable advances and retreats across 4 trading days, the 3 major U.S. equity benchmarks ended higher for the shortened market week last week. The S&P 500 settled Friday at 2640, the NASDAQ Composite at 7,063, and the Dow Jones Industrials Average at 24,103. That puts the S&P up over 2% in 4 days, the NASDAQ up just over 1%, and the Dow up 2.42% last week. Well, a new Department of Commerce report states that consumer spending rose 0.2% in February as consumer incomes improved 0.4%. These numbers replicated January's gains, and even so, the personal savings rate hit a 6-month peak of 3.4% in February, suggesting that spending may have leveled off in the first quarter. Newly revised data shows that the economy was very healthy in the fourth quarter. Real consumer spending, which is personal spending adjusted for inflation, increased 4%, while gross domestic product expanded at a 2.9% annual rate. The previous fourth quarter GDP estimate was 2.5%. So last week, the Conference Board announced a reading of 127.7 for the latest edition of its monthly Consumer Confidence Index, not far from the outstanding mark of 130 that was reached back in February. The University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Index also fell slightly, declining to a final impressive March mark of 101.4 from its preliminary reading of 102. The National Association of Realtors said that its gauge of housing contract activity rose 3.1% for February, even with seeming obstacles like a thin inventory of existing homes on the market and a scarcity of affordable properties. Pending sales were still down 4.1% year over year. Looking ahead at this week, the Institute for Supply Management releases its factory PMI for March today on Monday. Nothing major is scheduled for Tuesday, tomorrow. ISM's March service sector PMI arrives on Wednesday, plus a new ADP payrolls snapshot and earnings from CarMax and Lennar. New initial claims figures and the March Challenger job cut report appear on Thursday. And then on Friday, the Department of Labor presents its March employment report, and Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell delivers a speech on the U.S. economic outlook in Chicago. Hey, this is Eric again. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. If you'd prefer to read the transcript each week, you can subscribe to that at www.erichagan.pro. Also, if you'd like to get financially organized, head on over to nocostfinancialdashboard.com and take control of your financial future. Lastly, if you want to find out if you're invested right, visit getinvestedright.com right now. Thank you again for your time today. I'll look for you next week.